Good morning, gentlemen and ladies. Myself, Ravinder Sharma. I'm the head of the spare parts department. And today we all are here to brief what actually really service is meant for a vehicle and supported by the right spare parts for your vehicle. So now to say what is Toyota genuine parts, and market assumption is that the prices are costly. No. Toyota parts are that is manufactured based on the drawings and specifications that is approved and approved or allowed by allowed or made by Toyota as per the drawings of the technical drawings which has been designed by the Toyota for that qualifies the standard. That's why the Toyota parts are guaranteed parts and are being supplied by the authorized sales dealers that is we have. So that being said, all that glitters is not gold. The non-genuine parts are made according to the shape of that and the size, but they don't fit exactly into the vehicle. They looks like that, but they are not approved parts. They are only made as per the shape. So having said that, we'll be showing you some videos also on the spare parts and the oil filters and the oil lubricant oil TGMO which is there, and the importance of it, how it plays a vital role when it is being used in the vehicles.
All oil will get dirty.
Now
Additives will break down and will need to be replaced.
Engine oil.
Toyota
now,
Genuine Motor Oil is the only oil approved by and recommended
everywhere
for use in your Toyota.
But
it offers 5 different properties that help protect the quality of your engine and keep it performing at its best. These functions include lubrication to reduce friction, a cooling aspect to absorb heat from the engine, a sealing function to prevent loss of power, rust and corrosion prevention, and a cleansing function to remove soot and other buildup. While you can't see all of this going on inside your engine, you can have the peace of mind knowing that Toyota Genuine Motor Oil is hard at work helping keep your Toyota running smoothly and protecting your engine. Your engine oil filter also plays a vital role in protecting your engine. As engine oil circulates through your engine, the Toyota Genuine Oil Filter helps remove harmful particles which can damage the engine and helps to protect your engine and help to prolong its life. Over time, the engine oil filter in your Toyota will become dirty and will need to be replaced. Make sure to replace it with a Toyota Genuine Oil Filter, which is designed specifically for your Toyota. Your Toyota Genuine Oil Filter has special features, such as a check and relief valve that lets some of the oil flow, even with a blocked filter. This makes sure your oil is ready for action when you start your vehicle. To protect and preserve your Toyota, make sure to replace your engine's oil and oil filters according to the Toyota recommended maintenance schedule for your vehicle, and with the Toyota Genuine products that were designed specifically with your Toyota in mind. Talk to your Toyota service experts for more information. Thanks for taking an inside look at your Toyota.
Now you have seen the advertisement. The non-genuine oils which is available plenty into the market, it does not, when the vehicle is moving at a high speed, the piston goes up and down. We know the technicality of the vehicle when it's performing. So at that point of time, the engine oil plays a vital role in pushing the oil or throwing to the piston ring, making it more softer to move and reduces the heat. And if you put a non-genuine oil, mostly if you see it clogs inside the vehicle, and the heat performance is not being effective there, and it also spoils the other spare parts which are there into the vehicle. So this is the thing we want to tell about the genuine spare parts.
Hey, what's up with your car? Aha! You went to a garage and not a dealership, right? You know some of those places use counterfeit parts, like oil filters. It can be so dangerous. Listen up, and I'll tell you why. Did you know the oil filter is a very important part that removes sludge from engine oil, keeping your engine healthy? Okay, these are oil filters and their boxes. Many counterfeit filters can look the same, so it's easy to be tricked. But watch out. They perform very differently. See that yellow part? That's what filters your oil. And it affects engine performance too. Let's take a closer look. Whoa, what a difference! The genuine filter on the left is so dense. That's why it removes so much sludge. Yep. And this? This is how oil filter performance is tested. First, black powder is added to brand new oil. Then it is pumped through genuine and counterfeit filters. Now we'll really see the difference. Look at that! The genuine filter on the left is giving us very clean and clear oil. The oil from the counterfeit one on the right, it hasn't changed at all. This is before the test. They were both black, right? 15 minutes later, look at the oil on the left. It's so clear. On the right with the counterfeit filter, it's still black. Imagine, if you use this counterfeit filter, that sludge will keep running through your engine and cause serious engine damage, resulting in a breakdown. You know, filter performance isn't the only difference. See that piece of rubber? It's called a gasket, and it prevents oil leaks. The low-quality rubber used on counterfeit parts hardens with heat. Now you have to worry about oil leaks too. Here, the filter is being tested for durability with strong engine vibrations. Let's look at how they're doing. Uh-oh, guess what? The counterfeit filter on the right started leaking oil in the middle of the test. But seriously, an oil leak might cause a fire. It's pretty dangerous. Be careful. The genuine part on the left? No problem. I'm not surprised. I know what you're thinking. If they all look the same, what am I supposed to do, right? There you go. Now you know why counterfeit parts can be so dangerous.
We all have seen the advertisement of the Toyota genuine parts, the oil filter, the paper, and the paper in the oil filter. You know, there are pleats, different there are pleats, and in the non-genuine oil filter there are only very less pleats. Whereas when technically it has been designed, a lot of plates are being put of the paper in the oil filter, which prevents the dust to go to the engine and it makes it to be very friction free and smooth running of the pistons and the other components of the engine. And there is a safety valve which is there in the filter. Normally, non-genuine filter, you will not find those safety valves inside. So that safety valve keeps the oil always there, and when you start the engine, the oil is thrown from that to the other parts of the vehicle. Whereas in non-genuine parts, you don't find that type of safety valves. And this what happens, that the dust is accumulated in the non-genuine filters, and then it gets exploded. As we saw, that it may lead to fire and other things. But the non-genuine filter, it does not do like that. The genuine filters does not do like that. So always I prefer, it gives a double life of the vehicle performance when you use the genuine filters rather than that of the non-genuine filters. Now let's look into the
Hey, what's up with your car? Aha, you went to a garage and not a dealership, right? You know, some of those places use counterfeit parts, even for air filters. It can be so dangerous. Listen up, and I'll tell you why. Engines need fuel, right? To give us power, they also need clean air. The air filter removes dust from the air that goes into the engine everywhere we drive. It's such an important part. It gives the engine the clean air it needs. Oh yeah, and don't forget, it's a part that you need to change regularly. Take a look. There are different types of counterfeits out there. Check this one out. They're different colors, but that's not all. It's actually hard to see the differences just by looking at them. You know, they perform so differently. Some can remove enough dust, but they quickly clog up and affect airflow. Others have rubber seals that quickly become damaged and let dust in from the sides. Look at this. We put the filter in a holder to compare how much air passes through. See this tube? We put a ping pong ball in there so we can easily see how much air is coming through. Pretty cool, huh? The tube is located right where the air would be coming out and going into the engine. The higher the ball, the better. When they're new, they're about the same. Alright, now we're going to compare them every 10,000 kilometers. Interesting. At 10,000 kilometers, the ball for the counterfeit air filter is already lower. At 20,000 kilometers, it's even lower. I wonder if it's starting to clog up. At 30,000 kilometers, the genuine part hasn't changed at all, but the counterfeit air filter has gone even lower. Whoa! Even at 40,000 kilometers, the genuine air filter is still up there. Look at the counterfeit one. It's gone all the way down. As we drove, the counterfeit filter got worse and worse. The engine couldn't breathe in enough air, so it couldn't give us enough power. If you keep driving without enough air, it might even affect fuel economy. When we look closely at the counterfeit air filter, it's shorter by 1 millimeter and even has less pleats. The genuine filter also has 1.4 times the surface area to filter dust, so it would take longer for it to clog up. It continues to deliver the right amount of air to the engine while removing dust from the air. The amazing thing about the genuine air filter is that it continues to do both of these things for tens of thousands of kilometers. Now let's look at this part. This piece of rubber is really important. It stops dust from getting into the engine. Some counterfeit filters use low-quality rubber that hardens and deforms due to engine heat. The affected rubber lets dust get in because the edges aren't properly sealed. We set up an interesting experiment to test the quality of the seal. We filled up a bag with orange dust and pulled air through a heated filter at the same rate an engine does. And here's the rubber seal that blocks the orange dust from getting into the engine. But when the rubber is damaged by heat, it can create gaps and dust can get in. Now let's compare the genuine filter to the counterfeit filter. When the orange dust crosses this border, it means dust is getting into the engine. Look at this area on the counterfeit filter. See where the dust is creeping in? It keeps coming in because air is flowing through the gap in the seal. We tried one more time, and guess what? This time, the dust came in from the side. With the genuine filter, it's still nice and clean.
Okay, now we have seen the video
See,
of the
dust
air
and
filter.
even
The
something
air
like
filter is
sand
just
can
like
come
a
in
human
from the
being.
sides
Like
when you
we
use
breathe
counterfeit
in and we
filters
have
and might
gas in
end up
our
in your
nostrils,
engine.
which the God has
If
created.
sand gets
Same
in,
thing
it
for
can
the engine.
potentially
When
damage
air
the
is needs
engine.
to take inside the vehicle, and then the combustion takes place. So if we are using non-genuine air filter, and as we saw from the sides, the leaks, it may leak, and the more air may come inside the engine, which is supposed to be coming normally in a proper flow. When more air comes inside, the fuel does not get burned properly. So that fuel that gets converted into exhaust and is being released outside, which is harmful for the people, as well as the fuel consumption also will be more when the air is taken more inside from the air filter. So it is advised that only non-genuine filters should not be used in the vehicles, and only genuine filters should be used in all the vehicles.